We have had one heck of a week. Well, it's been almost a week, and I am actually going to sit down and tell you guys all about it because it'll make more sense of everything that I have to do today. We are trying to survive at this point, which it could be a lot worse. I mean, it's kind of bad, but it's not bad, at least not yet. I don't really know how much of the babies you guys will see today. I'm gonna try to do it like in between just because I'm gonna be in and out so much. But we are just going through a really big storm in our life, and it's a little bit rough. So if you pray for us because we need it, and hopefully this video doesn't turn into a complete disaster. I don't know. I'm gonna try my best to document everything. I just woke up not too long ago, so I'm still trying to like get my thoughts and everything together. But I have like an hour to spend with the babies before I need to start getting ready and get them ready breakfast, and then I need to get them down, and then I need to do my stuff to leave and whatnot. So yeah. These are the must-haves in my life right now. Monkey here. Let's go. Breakfast. Bless you. I am a little bit behind on schedule. I am walking into the hospital right now, but I couldn't find parking, so that's a little bit frustrating. And the babies were kind of acting a little bit, so I am trying to hurry up and get to where I need to be. So I had to cut the video short with feeding them. So there's like a gap, you know why. But it's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Hey.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Hannah Carmack. And for the MICU.
How's life treating you today?
It's good. I'm tired, but it's good.
Yeah, come to the hospital tiring.
Yeah. Been here every day. Hopefully, we can hurry. I'm so far behind on schedule, y'all. So far behind. Last Thursday, basically, our entire life changed in a matter of seconds whenever we realized that Michael's mother was found in a state of where she didn't know who she was, didn't know who anyone was. It just wasn't a good situation. A little backstory with her: she was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer back in 2022, and she did the highest form of chemo, and she got better, but we found out that it had metastasized, and it's been controlled for years up until about almost 2 months ago, she had stroke-like symptoms, and so we took our first trip to the ER, and we found out that it had metastasized and was now brain cancer. And so going forward, she did 5 treatments of radiation on her brain, and about 2 weeks ago, they did repeat scans, and they found that she had spots on her spine and on her tailbone. She is one of the strongest people that I've ever met in my life, and this has not been an easy thing for us. I know that the Lord has a perfect plan, and you know, his glory is going to shine through it no matter what happens. Thursday, we go to the ER. I get there. She doesn't know who I am. She is basically ripping out her IV catheters. I have to like grab her face and explain to her who I am, and then I'm there to try to help her. And then she realizes who I am. Well, fast forward, they admit her, and her sister comes down from South Carolina. And so we are all rallying at this point to just be there for my mother-in-law, because now she's in the hospital. We don't know what's going on with her. They do a repeat MRI on her brain to see if another lesion has popped up, because she is in a state of mind where like she just doesn't remember anything really. And that scan comes back negative. Actually, the lesions that were on her brain were actually smaller, and so they then tested her for UTI, they tested her blood, they, you know, tested her for pneumonia. I mean, any type of infection, because people that have gone through menopause, whenever they get infections, they can sometimes have memory issues, and, you know, they have the same like psychosis symptoms. Well, there was nothing there at all. Well, a couple days later, I think probably around Friday, Saturday, she started having issues with eating, and she was doing this weird stuff with her tongue. And so we didn't know then, but Saturday night we were told by a friend of my mother-in-law's, who's actually a charge nurse at UAB, that she had oral thrush. Which makes total sense looking back now, because that would explain why she couldn't like eat properly or really do anything. Like she could swallow, but she couldn't eat properly. At this point, her eyes had started to turn yellow, so we had to fight to get her a liver panel done. Like there were just things that were not being done properly. Fast forward to Sunday, she just wasn't really doing good. And I guess at some point she aspirated on her antibiotic for her oral thrush, and because of that, it caused her to get pneumonia, and also it caused her to be sepsis. And so when that happened, she started to panic because she couldn't breathe, and she was rushed to the ICU, where then she was fighting. They tried to do a mask on her, and she wasn't having it. And so they ended up having to sedate and intubate her. And so that's where we are today. The good thing is that we were told today that she is doing really good. She is still a little bit jaundiced. Her bilirubin was up, but now it's come down, and she is doing so good compared to like what she has been doing. She is a fighter, that's for sure. And I just know that like the Lord is not done with her yet. Through all of this, the Lord's not done. She has something big planned, and I don't know what it is, but it's something amazing. They are actually thinking about pulling the tube today, and originally they weren't going to pull it until Friday, so that's pretty good. She is fully unsedated. They stopped the sedation meds today, so that's really good. And she's on the lowest setting for her vent, so she's basically breathing on her own, but the machine is there to help her breathe if she forgets to breathe. I will be going there for each one of her visiting times today. So that's why I said that in the very beginning that I have a lot going on. Like, it's kind of crazy because you only get 30 minutes to visit and it's certain times. So yeah, it's kind of been our life for almost a week now, but it's okay. It's very tiring, and I haven't cooked dinner in a week. I've just been eating out constantly. We're all doing good. We're going through a lot right now. So I will try to keep posting regularly, but if I don't, just know that we have a lot going on with our family. And that's mainly the main reason why I decided to make this video today, is because I just didn't want people to think that I was disappearing, because it's not that I'm disappearing, it's because like I have not wanted to film, because I feel like I might potentially lose a mom. And it's just been really hard for me. And it's hard for Michael because that is his mom. And she's Emily's best friend, so I don't really know how to do all that. And I've literally like took all my nails off too. All that. I just recently started my anxiety medicine again. I thought I was done with that, but I started having panic attacks when all this started happening again with Tracy, so. But yeah, so I didn't cry, so that's a good thing. I cried all day yesterday. We're gonna make it through this. The Carmax are very strong, but yeah, so. Okay. I just got showered. I am on the way back to the hospital. My phone was about to die, so I had to make sure that my phone was good to go. But my father-in-law just got here, so I am gonna go see my mother-in-law for the second visit of the day, and then come home and hang out with the babies. So I'll check back in a little bit. Oh, that could have ended very badly. Here you go. Here. Here you go. Here. Here. Thank you. Thank you. You say thank you? Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you. Good job. Look at that precious baby. Go fast and clean. People. For him to wear. That's what we'll do. Alright, I'm gonna get him dressed real quick and then we'll be back. We're all clean! In the cutest PJs ever! No, I'm just kidding. They're actually kind of faded a little bit, but it's okay. But we're all clean. You happy now? It doesn't feel good. You okay? No. Not today. Good? Oh. Huh? What? Really? Hi. Oh yeah? I'm sorry. You're okay. He's not having a good day. You're okay. It's okay. Come here. Okay. Last visit of the night with Tracy. So I had to get my gate open. My father-in-law is feeding the quads. I once again changed just because I got hot and I had to give David a bath. But yeah, hopefully she's sleeping. If she's sleeping, I'm just gonna hang out and edit. I don't know, do some stuff. Who knows what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something. I swear I have been the worst at micromanaging my timing about coming. But the good thing is that they're always late opening up the doors to the ICU, but still, I'm always at least like 5 minutes late. But it's because like I'm having to get babies settled and whatnot, so can't help it. It's actually been a week since I first filmed the beginning of this video. I really didn't know how I was gonna end it. And so I decided that we were told some news the night that I first started filming this vlog about Tracy's condition. We now have like an official diagnosis. And so I wasn't sure if I was gonna broadcast it to y'all or not, but it is something that we are currently gonna be walking through. I don't know if it's gonna be like a long-term situation or if it's gonna be short-term. She has a condition called LM, and I will actually put it on the screen right below because I don't know how to pronounce it, and I'm not gonna try to pronounce it for y'all because I will be made fun of in many different ways, and we're not doing that today. Because of this, it basically means that she has microscopic cancer cells that have gone to her CFS fluid, which is your brain fluid, but they also go into your spinal fluid. And so every day you make new CFS fluid and it travels through your brain down into your spinal fluid and back up. A lot's happened. She has very lucid moments where, you know, she came back over the weekend. She was angry because she can't really swallow right now. But she has moments where like she's really good. And so we don't really know how it's gonna look going forward. With treatment, she could have anywhere from 2 to 6 months max with us, and without treatment, she could last days, weeks, possibly a month. You know, it's case by case. She is in the end stages of LM, which explains all of her symptoms that she's been having since the last 2 weeks. Really, the point of the end part of this video is to just, I guess it's just for awareness, because, you know, we would have never thought that our mom would get, you know, this type of disease. It's very rare. It only happens to 5% of cancer patients that has metastasized cancer cells. So it's hard to watch somebody go through it. So it's been hard on all of us. But I want to honor my mother-in-law, and I want all of y'all to just pray for her, pray for us, pray for Dr. Lee that has been ordained over her during this time, who is doing her treatments. She has a total of 9 treatments that she's going to go through. She will be doing full brain radiation. And so I don't really know how that's going to look. She has really good days and she has really bad days. But it's just a storm that our family is going through. And we know that ultimately that with man, you know, there's a lot of things that could happen. But, you know, with God, that all things are possible, and that if he wants to heal Tracy, that he will. And if he doesn't, then we know where she's gonna go. I know for me that it's well with my soul, you know. I know that when the time comes and she goes to heaven, that she's gonna have the ultimate reward, more so than being here with us. So I think that helps me. But thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is not like my typical content, but this is just something that's been going on in our life. And so I wanted to have more of an intimate video with y'all, especially because I've been kind of MIA a little bit. So I will try my best to post. If it takes me a little bit longer, just know that I do have this going on in my life right now. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you guys soon.